So let's get this thing started. Ohayou gozaimasu. It's good to see you this morning. I have something for you today. But first off, let's say this. This year, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna set high standards, right? Actually, let's go into the topic. The topic today is exercising excellence and not pushing for perfection. It's all right not to be perfect. You know, Wabi Sabi is actually finding perfection in the imperfect. You know, the things, you know, accepting yourself, but also accepting the things as they are. That plant right there that I'm looking at may not be the perfect plant. It looks perfect right now. I love it. But it's not perfect, as like one of the leaves has a little cut in it and it has some flaws. But I accept that plant as what it is. I accept you for who you are. Even if we don't agree on all things, that doesn't mean that, you know, you are a flawed individual. Your opinions matter. And then they make you who you are. So what we want to do is exercise excellence and not try to push for perfection to the point of frustration, because perfection really can't be done. There's only one perfect being, and you know, we not it. So exercising excellence, being consistent and doing your best. That's what I was saying before. If you're not careful, it's easy to get excellence and being perfect confused. See, it's good to set high standards in the methods of the way you do things, you know, and the outcomes that you want to see. You want to have those things, but actually getting to perfection, since it really can't be achieved, then you won't ever get to that point to where you're satisfied to the things that you've done. It's only going to frustrate you. And if you're setting such high standards for yourself and you won't be able to reach it, then you probably won't be forgiving yourself of some of the things that happens. Plus, if you setting these really high standards for perfection, only give me perfection. If I only accept perfection from someone else, which they can't do, then I'll never be satisfied with them. They will never be satisfied with themselves, and they can't live a life. Their life will be restricted. Just think of it this way. If you do your best, as much as you do, there's always something a little bit extra that can be added. The situation might change, the conditions might change, and then it won't be 100% anymore. So if you give it your all, it reminds me of this professor. I bought this, and it's for tomorrow. But I was thinking of this as I was looking at this. Professor had this jar, and he filled it up with golf balls or ping pong balls, some large balls. And he asked the class, "All right, is this full?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, of course it's full." And he couldn't fit another ping pong ball in there, right? He wouldn't be able to close the lid. It was full. But since it was full, and everybody agreed it was full, he pulled something out, and it was some jelly beans, and he poured them right in, and he shook it up a little bit, and guess what? The jelly beans settled in between the gaps of the golf balls or whatever kind of balls they were. And he was like, "Is it full? Y'all said last time it was full. Is this full?" he couldn't fit another one in there. No more jelly beans. It was up to the top. And everybody was like, yes, it's full. So he did it again. He pulled out a bag of sand. And guess what happened? When he poured the sand in, shoot up just a little bit, sand settled, and he got the whole bag of sand in there. So he had a whole bag of ping pong balls or golf balls that size, whole bag of jelly beans that size, whole bag of sand in there. So what he was kind of pointing out that your perspective, yeah, you might say it's full, you might say it's your best, but something that always can be improved, something always can change, where more can be added. So just because this is your best don't mean it's perfect. Now, just filling it up might have been the standard, right? But if you improve your practices or you refine what you're doing, that method that you use to fill it with might you might be able to get more in. Like I said, he went from 1 bag to 3 bags of something totally all into this one thing. Now, if he filled it up with sand, yeah, it probably would have went straight up, and he would not be able to get the jelly beans in. He would not be able to get the other parts in, but he got what he got just for that. And I was just thinking, man, we strive to do our best, and we do our best, and we get it full, and situation comes or the condition change where we can actually grow on the inside of us and we can get more in. So even when you think you've reached a place of perfection, something can be added. And if something can be added, then guess what? It's not perfect anymore. So excellence calls us to do our best to set that high standard, right? In the way and the method we're doing things. And maintaining that high standard of excellence, the way we serve, the way we do the things that we're called to do. You shine as the best possible version of you. And that's all we want for this year, just to be our best selves, living our best life, right? So tomorrow, we're going to dig deeper into this jar. So get ready for it. Y'all have a great day.